We're ready, babe.
Tell you when we're ready?
Yes.
So you want to make sure when you're ready?
Are we ready?
You're ready. You're on.
Oh, shit. Makes me mad.
It makes you mad? Everything makes you mad.
She needs to be in here.
Yeah, right.
I know right now.
I know,
I stay
right?
back here. I stay back here.
I know. What the hell is that? Anyway, hey, thanks a lot, you guys, for being at the Royal Gallery Show. Again, as we always do at 7 p.m., 1900 for all of us that we understand and speak that language. Y gracias a las personas que nos hablan en español, porque aquí estamos para cualquier pregunta que tengan.
Sí.
Even though today it's gonna be in Spanish. She's bilingual, though she does speak Spanish, but she doesn't want to tell everybody that she does.
I'm just kidding.
I like that. That was good.
What
that
I
was
learned
perfect.
from my ex-boyfriend.
And
That's the best way to learn it.
and now we are. I was gonna introduce our guest. However, I don't supposed to. I always get in trouble
Because he always says,
for real.
I'm going to introduce you, and then this, and then he goes, but then I never do it good enough, and then it's like, whatever.
No, what I want to say is basically, hey, you know what? She is an amazing person who has been. I was gonna say everything, but it's better when you say it because
I sounds say everything.
It sounds better.
Well,
I was gonna do it like I was gonna get everything from your website,
yeah,
from the book and stuff like that, and just put it there into words. But it's better when people express themselves, I think.
Okay.
You don't have to say a lot to say who you are, how we know you.
So,
I don't like that question, by the way.
What?
How do we know you? I'm like, oh, you don't know.
Well, I don't like tell me about yourself.
Yeah. I don't like
Right. No,
just so I'm Mindy Jafar, and I met these two at a race. What was the race?
Run to Fight at GCU.
Run to Fight at GCU a couple years ago. I was helping out Wadis Cooper and Jen Cooper with their table for
Unfair Advantage, right?
And yeah, we were selling
But it was
5K for
like
heroes. Yeah, we were selling 5K for heroes stuff
Yeah.
and t-shirts. And I was just there helping. And I don't even know how we ended up talking, but we did. And I found out about Kindle and got a t-shirt, and we got to know each other like briefly. And then that was it. And then we've reconnected through Jen Cooper. But I was invited here today to talk about me, but more than just me. So tell me what.
Well, you
tell me about you if you want to know. Talk about
I'm Well, first I want you to have this beautiful. Please give me some of this stuff.
That is so good. Yes. So yeah, let's just
Let's just
Well,
flow.
first of all, thank you again for being here, for accepting my humble invitation, because it's really cool to know and to learn more about people. Like we were talking a few minutes ago, and everybody has a story. Everybody's been through good, bad, ugly, whatever.
Yeah.
You know? So I just want to know. I know you're a veteran, so you were in the military, and let's start from there. What made you go into the military?
Okay, so I joined the Navy in 1994, and it was the year after I graduated high school.
Wow, that's a long
You
time
graduated
ago.
in 93 like me.
Yeah, 93.
93.
That's
From
why
here?
No,
Where are you
Washington
from?
State. So I'm originally from Alaska, but I went to high school
Anchorage,
in Seattle.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
and then I
originally
lived-
from Portland.
So we're Pacific Northwest
Yes.
girls. But if I wouldn't have joined the Navy, I would probably be on every type of state and government assistance with 20 children from probably 20 different fathers.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, I'd be broke.
Really rich.
I wouldn't be here interviewing, that's for damn sure. I needed the Navy. I did horrible in 1.7 GPA in high school. No self-esteem, no future. But I changed that around. So I joined the Navy because I met a girl joining the Coast Guard and it inspired me.
So let's go back a little bit, because I don't know. I'm gonna learn more.
Yes.
So how's the life in Alaska? How's the life? I know it's Anchorage, right? That's a huge city.
It is. It is a pretty big city.
Compared
the largest
to the cities in
Alaska.
Alaska, correct?
Well, you know what?
Fairbanks and
I
all
was
that
born there and lived there until I was 14.
Okay.
I don't care for it, and I think it's mostly because of my memories and my childhood there.
Sure.
So I will never go back. Never.
No,
So I don't
you
love it.
You don't need the closure.
Not
You
even
just
a
want it to leave it where
cruise,
it's at.
Yeah.
Alaska cruise.
You know what? Maybe I would do the cruise because it keeps you in the ocean and in areas that I didn't live in. I would entertain that.
And you can see it from afar and say, okay, I've seen
Yeah.
you.
And I'm gone.
Put that to rest.
Like, I'm
and
gone
go back.
tonight.
And I'm drinking at an unlimited bar, and I'm eating all the yucky food.
I would do the cruise. I would do the Princess Cruise, but I would not go back. I don't love it. I could see mountains with snow somewhere else. So,
True.
And Washington was beautiful, but I think when I decided to join the Navy,
Where in
that was
Washington?
when my
Seattle.
past became the past, you know?
Okay.
Seattle.
Okay.
I went to a small high school in Tukwila. I mean, really, really small. Like, there was maybe 75 people.
Tukwila small too.
You know.
You know
that-
Tukwila?
Yeah.
It's by South Center Mall.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna ride my bicycle from Seattle to Portland.
He's doing the STP.
200 miles.
When is that?
July.
I would be interested in that.
Want to do that?
I would really be interested.
Bicycle.
Yeah.
She's got a Peloton too.
I don't
telling
run
you,
anymore,
If you
but
do, let's do it because she's coming too.
It's 200 miles in
She's gonna
2
be
days.
drinking wine in it.
Yeah, I'm doing the train back and forth between Seattle and Portland.
We need like an IV drip
Exactly.
for every port.
Yeah.
Motrin on the
Well,
go.
that's not a problem.
and
We'll be good to
alcohol.
go.
I mean, we'll come across drunk. But
It's okay.
No.
But we'll make it 200 miles.
You get training wheels.
a moped. It'll be a moped.
You guys come in on the little tandem bike.
waving. Yeah, I am good. I'm not interested in the Pacific Northwest at all. You know, I am actually interested in the Northeast, and I don't know why, but I watch movies, and I feel like I'm supposed to be there on the ocean, and I don't know why.
In like New York or
Yeah, like in another...
I like Boston. We like Boston.
We love Boston.
But like if I could have a beach house where no one was around in the Northeast, and I could go just do my own thing without any... that would be...
I'd rather having a lake
I
than
love
a
the
beach.
ocean. I would like beach houses. I'm not a fan of like sand. Like I'm a fan of,
Yeah, I don't like the sand either.
but I love to sit out on the patio with the breeze and the ocean.
Seriously.
But I need a little more sun than the north.
I know. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's just like in my head, I think, from movies and TV shows.
Well, and
It looks pretty though on TV.
It's so pretty.
everybody finds their own piece.
And you need
whatever
like
it
$1
is.
million.
You know what we need? A little fucking thing that holds like cups
Oh,
in front of us
ooh.
because right here the bars you have to turn around. And at my age, my back hurts.
Twist.
And a fucking
Well, you can start doing yoga. I do yoga. You could do that one.
Someone told me that I have to
needs-
start
yeah,
doing
he needs
yoga
to do
because
something.
Every human needs yoga, I think.
they said
I have too much
because
brain for yoga.
because
Like
on the
I
bicycle?
never turn it off.
No, you would. You would have to, or you'd fall.
I've tried. I'm
No,
like sitting there.
come
and
with
it's
me someday.
like, okay.
boom, high five.
I've only done like
Yeah.
like 10 or 15 minutes after like a workout. They'll like do a yoga like part of it, and I'm always thinking, okay, I have to go to the grocery
Yeah.
store.
She's always fucking
Yeah.
like a computer processor.
Because women
shit.
do that.
Yeah,
We don't have a choice.
Some.
Well, good moms and
Yeah,
successful.
yeah,
women.
exactly,
Let's
exactly.
Just say that.
Good moms.
Yeah.
Bad moms don't do that shit.
No.
Anyway, let's go back.
Okay.
Let me rail it back to
the Navy.
the beginning of the Navy. You
Yeah.
were high school. You didn't like high school. You hated it.
Yeah.
So you said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go into the Navy."
Yep.
So you went to boot camp. I'm assuming.
Yep. So I went to boot camp in Great Lakes, and it was just a success that I joined. Like just the fact that I joined, didn't give up in boot camp and stayed. Bam, was successful enough from what I had been. And then
What was your first duty station?
Great Lakes, that I got stationed there. I worked in
What
security.
was your MOS?
Undesignated seaman.
Oh, shit.
Right. But then I went in the medical and dental field. But you know what? Honestly, my life changed after the military, and then I realized it was the first unconditional love that I ever received, which is so bizarre because you don't even have to know them that well, but they, you know,
Yes.
you have a good leader in the military,
Yes.
trumps everything. And
Yeah.
so I stayed. Yeah, I honestly.
So
one
you
of
were
the
going
very-
for 4 years, like I did.
I was gonna
Like
go for
all of
4
us
years,
did.
yeah.
Like all of us did. Say, hey, I'm just gonna go for 4 years. Dude. I need insurance. I need.
Yeah, but the
all this shit.
alternative was never better than
For
what
me,
I was
wasn't
in.
either.
No, I couldn't get out because
No.
again, then what? And it was too good. Why not? It was too good for me. But I was lucky.
No, it was good for me, but it wasn't all rainbows and butterflies. But it's a fucking job. I tell people, dude, it's a job.
Yeah.
It's a job. You have
You
to.
will
be
have to
there
go
when
somewhere
you have to be
someday. You'll have to report to somebody at some point, and you'll have to follow their rules, no matter who and where it is. So you might as well do it for a badass organization.
Even if you have to flip hamburgers, they're gonna tell you what to do.
Yeah, no matter what. So
and guess what? If you don't show up somewhere, someone
Yeah.
is always looking for you.
yeah, and then you're fired.
Somebody always need you
They
to
can
be
find it in
there.
the military.
I'm not so much talking about the responsibility part of it, but it's a deep, I don't know for you, but for me, like the feeling that it's hard sometimes to think that maybe no one's worried about where you're at. That's an innate feeling in your body that you have, like you said,
But that's
that
what
was
I mean.
unconditional love. You know what I mean?
And you join and you have a family, and all of a sudden you have people that actually see potential in you.
That's gonna be lots of noise.
You think?
Yeah, but okay, we'll see.
Yeah,
how it
I
goes.
just think that it was too good not to stay in, and that's when my life changed for sure.
How many years you did?
20.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you went all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And then
Wow, you retired?
yeah,
As
I retired
senior,
in
right?
2014. No, chief.
Chief? Okay. Seniors you had.
Jay's a senior chief, yeah. But we made chief together.
Okay.
So my first unconditional love that never left me was the Navy. My second was my current husband. Yeah, for sure.
And you guys met, and then
Yeah.
Well, after, 10, 20 years. It was like,
No, I met him before I retired.
oh.
I met him in 2012.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and I didn't retire until 2014.
When you got married?
2013.
We got married in 2012.
I met him in 2011. We started, getting to know each other in January.
us too. That
Hi!
And then I
I
was
know we were doing the same thing. I'm like, whoops,
I didn't do
shit.
that.
Damn it.
I
You know when I
don't
got
have a
out-
uterus, so we're good.
I got out of the military in 2010. 2010.
29. You met me in 2010.
And
Okay.
and I was like, okay, I'm done. Because before Eric was the last kid,
Yeah.
2000. So I said, okay, I gotta snip that shit because
Yes.
in case I go to Australia or I go to
Just need to have
Korea
babies
or
all
shit
over the
like
world.
that. They might
He
be.
would have had an international.
There might be little Paquitos running around somewhere.
Seriously, and
I
if
don't
I
know.
would have joined the Navy, I'd be like old Mother Hubbard lived in a shoe. She had so many kids, she didn't know what to do.
Right. Yeah, who can resist the
Oh,
brown
stop
eyes?
it.
Paco with the good hair.
Paco with the
God.
good hair, yes.
Jay's gonna hate me. Jay, I got some Jameson here, bro.
Yeah. He can come over next week.
April, right?
May.
May?
Mhm.
Damn it, that's a long time, dude.
Not too long. It goes by
Yeah,
fast.
it's been over 2 years. We're fine. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got out and you retired.
I did. I
And
retired in
then
2014.
Well, you said you had gotten medical dental, you said? What did you
Yeah,
say?
so I joined undesignated, and then back then you had to do
Undesignated means for civilians that she didn't really have a job.
Yeah, I just
She
did
went
whatever.
around trying to find out what kind of job was good for her.
Right. So I did that.
Understand.
Yep. And then even then my ASVAB was so low. It's like, well, here's what you qualify for. So I went into the dental field and I became a dental assistant. And then I was stationed with the Marines in Camp Pendleton. And then the two hospital corpsman and dental tech merged. And so then I retired as a hospital corpsman, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, my training is dental tech. But I taught at hospital corpsman A school, and then, everything has been medical related, like one way or another.
MIT is a school for Army guys.
Yeah.
Us Army guys.
Okay.
The real military, you guys,
I mean, that we supplement every now
The
and then.
real military.
That we supplement a lot. Like,
Not the Department of the Navy
Like,
shit, like the
okay.
Marines,
Miss Cooper is saying, hi, guys.
hi, Jen. Well, since we're on the topic, Navy is the only branch. Tell me if I'm wrong. The
You're
only
wrong.
branch. No.
How would you
Okay,
tell me
that
for
covers
You're wrong.
land, air, sea, and we have a
We do
badass
the
special
same.
ops team.
We do the same.
You don't have sea,
Yeah, we do have.
You don't have
Oh, we have
ships.
more. Serious, we have boats.
a boat.
No, we have different boats. For real.
A boat.
Like we cover a lot of rivers.
I get it. That's
Yes.
true. Well, then, okay, I'm
And
wrong.
and we have
cover
Zodiacs.
more.
And we have.
No. What? You know what?
We don't have airplanes though. We
No.
don't have
Mindy,
airplanes. You guys
Mindy, don't let him fool you. Who did you sign up for first?
The Navy?
do. Yeah.
Did
She was
you?
in the Navy first.
Until I realized.
Shut up.
Yeah. Until
What
I
rank
realized.
were you?
I was an AK. Storekeeper, aviation.
Well, back then it was. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So instead of an SK, it was AK.
Yeah. But they kicked me out, you guys. So I had to get out because.
Yeah. Well, I tried to join
No,
the Air Force.
actually,
They
I
said I was
switched.
overweight.
I
so
switched.
then they were like, no.
Are you
seriously,
kidding?
Dead.
I've
And then-
seen some.
No, they go and measure your wrist.
No, so I lost weight and I came back and they said, no, you're overweight.
The
And
Air
I
Force?
said, yeah. So
Good
they were
dicks.
like, you know what? The Navy will want you. I'm like, all right. I didn't care. I just needed to do something.
You needed a roof over your head and a food in your
I
belly.
had to have a future because at that point it was really bleak.
Yeah.
really, really bleak.
Well, you know, when you did 20 years, it's not easy to make 20 years in the military and any job. I mean, any job.
Yeah.
But the military is so freaking hard because you had to be there when you're supposed to be there. There's no, oh, my car was broken and my kid, bullshit. I don't give a shit in the Army. The Army didn't provide you with a kid, so fuck you. You find a way to be here. I don't care.
True. You were a male and you were in the Army. But when you stay in for so long, you have a reputation built up. It's like any other job. There's a lot of flexibility. That's what I'm saying. A lot of love.
With ranks, with stripes.
With rank.
Yeah.
With rank and time and the reputation. That's why being a civilian, I find it really, really hard because you have nothing. They just see you. You're a body and they don't know who are you? What do you stand for?
No,
what do you believe
either.
in? No. They
don't give a shit.
No.
I'm not kidding. I've been having such a hard time as well to adapt, and it's been 8 years since I got out.
9.
And it's so hard to adapt because they backstab you. They have no loyalties. It's so mind jamming.
And so far, let me just say, so far what I've experienced, there's no depth. There's no depth. Like life goes deeper than just. Wow, you're really good at your job and you're very nice and you're very cordial and you show up on time. No, fuck that. Life happens. Issues happen. But then what? Yeah. Like, if you care, every leader, military or not, should be invested in their people. They should know them. They should know what makes them tick, how to keep them moving, how to keep them going, how to retain them. Yep. So, I don't know. I'm not super excited about it, which is why I just don't even know that I can hold down a job right now.
We should do something. We should do something that invites all these veterans, and then we can make a team that kicks ass doing something. But we have to find out that thing.
I know. I mean, well, there's so many organizations that exist, but
well, yeah, but I'm not saying I'm not talking about organization.
Don't start from people that are looking to do anything but make money too. On
yeah. Right, it's not really. They're not give a shit about this, and I can say that out loud because. There's a lot of freaking fake organizations. They suck ass.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh yeah, we help veterans." No, you don't. You explode these motherfuckers, dude.
Well, for real. And then how much is being pocketed? Yeah. I know. I think too, just figuring out. Well, okay. So I retired in 2014.
Okay. Sorry,
no, that's okay.
Really?
I was just thinking. After 20 years, I couldn't wait. I had Ivy. I remarried. I'm like, this is gonna be great. And I think this is the first time that I want to be a wife and a mom. Without an added title, because before it was like, holy shit, like I got 2 degrees while I was in the Navy, and I remember sweeping the floor. My husband's still going to work in his uniform, doing everything, and I'm like, I wanted to retire, but then I'm looking, I'm like, I know this is bullshit.
I miss
and
it
I
too.
thought, and I cried. I was sweeping. I'm like, so look what a master's will get you to sweep a good fucking floor. I felt so depressed. Like, who am I? What am I? Nothing.
Mopping the floors.
I'm nothing.
Shit.
What did you get your degrees in?
My bachelor's in healthcare management and my master's in HR development. And it was because I thought I wanted to be an officer, which never happened. So sometimes you do something thinking you're going to achieve one thing or another, and it never was that. Sometimes you don't even know why you went down that route, but it took a long time. So I started seeking other things. Like I went through yoga teacher training. I do love yoga. Thanks.
I think your throat is kind of getting dry. So.
I'm getting passionate.
Yeah.
And then
feel like your veins are popping up.
Oh,
you know.
No.
So mad.
But I did a few different things, and then my husband would get frustrated with me, like, just finish. You don't finish what you started. I'm like, oh no, I finished what I started. I started it. I realized it wasn't for me, and I move on. I'm not gonna stay in a place or a spot that I don't feel like I'm supposed to be at, or that isn't. I need to feel peace and passion.
And it has to
and
be,
if I don't, then I'm not.
It has to be challenging too, because that keeps you up every fucking day. It's like, oh shit, I gotta learn. I'm learning so much every day, just soaking stuff like doing all this digital stuff. And oh yeah, that would be cool. Thank you.
You're learning electronics, but you're also learning. You're also.
I'm not usually.
Oh my god, amazing! Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna hire you.
Oh, she's a cute one.
Oh, good. I'm gonna keep you now.
You're building relationships too. So I love relationship building, but not on a large level. I like intimate, get to know me. I want to know you.
Yeah.
I don't want to know 20 of you. I want to know you, and that's what you're doing right now. People want to be known too. People want to be known.
Exactly.
People want you to go, I want to know about you, because most of us go, me? Well, why? What do you want to know about me? And anyway, that's where I'm at now.
I love that. I love that about people, and it's just legit. I don't edit anything. Like, I don't do any editing.
Even when we drop
it just
the podcast,
goes. No, when I drop the podcast, it's raw. It's all fuck it, just the way it is. Because if you start editing stuff, it just loses the essence of the interview
and the integrity of who we are.
Yes.
The integrity of who we are. We should be raw. Period. That's it.
And you, as much as Paco, people are drawn to you guys for what your authenticity is and how you speak your truth regardless.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
you can't hide shit. Shit comes back up, and it will discover who you are, and all this bullshit.
That's right. We will always be discovered.
mask.
But people, okay, so in the post today you talked about me being unapologetic.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to say sorry. I might still say it too much and it's arbitrary, but I used to say it so much that when I made chief, another chief was like, you need to quit saying sorry. It's weak. It's this. And I was like, but I'm trying to be humble. And I started saying it so much. It was just like saying, I love you. It's like, well, it was just coming out of your mouth,
Sorry,
right?
I don't really mean
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm sorry. But it was just this natural reaction. Like, well, maybe if I belittle myself before you belittle me, then I'm protected because you didn't get a chance to belittle me. I already did it. So you can't tell me that I'm wrong. I already said I'm sorry and I'm humbled.
Yeah.
But I started learning with the jobs that I've had since I've gotten out, with what I've been working on, with my marriage, with everything. Even I was telling Jay the other night, look, you married someone who has a lot of luggage.
baggage.
We all do.
You said, I want to marry you and
I
I'm
love
going
that
to
you call
carry
it
your luggage.
because that means it's way more than baggage.
I call it the
It's
same.
luggage. Like,
I
I
call
got
it
a
luggage
three-piece
too.
set.
I call it luggage. I don't say baggage is luggage.
But I got a 3-piece set. I said, you chose
It's a
that.
sea baggage
And
shit.
I don't think many men are strong enough to go, yeah, so okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll carry it. It's going to get hard sometimes. But you chose that. And you know what? And I finally thought, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. You chose me. And I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I swear. I lost subscribers for my blog because I wrote a post called something about sailor talk. I cuss a lot. I've actually a really foul mouth. And I know that I have to tone it down sometimes, but then I think, but why do I? Either you choose to be in my presence or you
Yeah.
don't.
I don't.
Either we mesh
But
or
the
we
thing
don't.
is-
I guess what? Like, I know that my grandmother doesn't like to see it. She follows me on Facebook. I would hashtag sorry grandma, hard FUs, whatever. And now I just post and I exclude her from all of my posts because I'm not going to be somebody that I'm not.
But it's filtering.
Dude,
I'm 42 years old.
I'm 50 years old.
I'm almost 43.
No
I'm 43 years old.
51.
I filtered my whole damn life to make sure I didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, right.
I was so worried that I would hurt everybody else.
Yeah.
I stopped worrying if I was hurt.
Yeah.
You have to let that go.
Because
and
you
who cares?
sometimes people wants to please people, and
We do, but there's a difference in pleasing because you want to please your wife. I want to please my husband. I want him to be happy, but not at the expense of the integrity of who I am, whether someone thinks I have a great character or not, and not at the expense of my peace. Period. What my peace looks like is different from what your peace looks like.
Yeah.
I have to be okay with that. I was single for many years, and I honestly was fine with it. I was.
Me too.
You know why? Because there's less to
too.
control and there's less to maintain.
There's nobody telling you you're doing the dishes wrong or you're
Right.
doing the laundry wrong.
Or just an extra mile.
I'm not saying that you say that. I'm just saying there's
No,
nobody else to
I don't take
confirm
it.
Well, there's no one else to tend to. You've got your kids; they're usually appreciative. Maybe they're a smart mouth sometimes, and then you move forward. But for the most part, we need to quit being sorry. Sorry for what? Sorry for the way I look. Sorry that I gained weight. Sorry that I'm not as successful as I was when you met me. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Take it or not. And it's not like the shitty attitude, like, you know, take me or leave me. I don't give a fuck. No, it's like, hey, you will either love me or you won't, but that's okay. Not everybody is meant to love you.
Right.
Not everybody is meant to love
some
you.
people are meant to love you for a season. Like there are people in my life.
Seasonal.
And I didn't expect to be a little emotional about that, but there are people in my life that are no longer in my life. But the time that I had them in my life, or the people that they were when we were, got me to still be who I am today. Whether,
for sure.
whether it was good or bad.
Yeah.
So that's okay. That we don't need to be, if we can't be friends anymore,
That's
or
right.
we can't be family
Move
anymore.
on, bitches.
Absolutely. And I don't care about the blood aspect either. It sounds like a plane.
It is.
Legit.
Holy crap, that's close.
Take
After
cover.
burner.
Take cover.
It's an arresting wire.
Get your drink. Get your drink and take cover.
Don't leave without your drink.
Anyway, so yes, I think that.
So I wanted.
No.
We got
It's the plant. It's decompressing.
Oh, gotcha.
Wow.
We got into this conversation.
They're
It's
super
very,
scared.
super, very passionate, and I know how you feel because I've been there as a male. People was like, hey, I got fired from freaking one job because some fucking guy decided to be funny, and I was funny back, and he accused me to the HR, and then I got fired. I was like,
He was
wait.
funny and inappropriate, but Paco came back twice as hard, and so
Yeah.
that was HR.
He's like, oh, you guys, army guys, get on the foxhole and touch each other. I'm like, sure we do. And I sent him he was a sailor. So I sent him 2 sailors grabbing ass like this and
Just like the
chaps.
YMCA sailors.
He fucking went to HR and said that I sent him that. Yeah.
That
I
he
was so
that he was sexually
fucking
harassing him.
mad.
Okay,
I was
so
mad.
that's why he's a prior sailor.
I was
mean,
like-
what the hell? You know what I mean? That's
I was
the
like,
stuff.
dude,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah.
And this one was a veterans unit. It was the military division. I'm like, dude, fuck you. I know you did it.
Yeah.
They didn't say
He's
who
the
did
only
it,
one
but
that got the email.
but I knew who did it because I sent it to this guy, and he got all.
But you wouldn't have wanted to stay with them anyway, would you?
No, fuck him.
I
I
agree.
honestly don't.
I agree.
I have this, dude. I used to fucking sleep on the ground, on the floor, and I don't care. All
Yeah.
this is applause.
I
All
agree.
this shit, it's
Yes.
applause.
It's a bonus to life,
yes,
right? Like,
yes.
I agree.
It just old material shit. Whatever, dude. You can lose this tomorrow. You walking across
Yeah,
street.
but then
you go.
right. So his character, to me, is flawed. Come on, and that's what I mean by not being sorry for what you're passionate about, or what you want to do, or how you want to talk, or who you want to
So
love.
that's why
or
you
what
don't want to
wanna do.
apologize. That's your
No,
point, right?
No apologizing.
I like that.
And it doesn't mean you intentionally want to hurt
There's
somebody's
a difference
feelings.
between disrespectful and apology.
Absolutely. It means that I have criteria for you to be in my life, and you can be in that, or you don't have to be in. There's no hard feelings. It's just here's an example. After my first husband, I was divorced for years, and my stepmom, who I don't talk to, and that's just the way
No
it is.
need.
There's no need.
No need.
She's hurting. I'm not, and I'm sad that she's hurting, but I don't. I'm not. Like, you gotta go. You have to go. It's like just out.
Move on.
Move on. But there was a time where
That's
she
a
wanted to bring it
sailor.
up.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That
I
is
thought
a
you were gonna say
sailor.
something.
No, that's a
We
sailor.
don't talk about my
Freaking.
family.
There's a sailor. There's a military person talking because that's what we do when we fucking deploy. We're like, hey, boom, 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 boom. You say bye. We'll see you in 6, 8,
Or
9 months.
I cut you off, and
we'll
I
see you
don't
later.
need to look back.
No, because here's why. The truth is we all will die at one point. We don't know how or when. And nothing's guaranteed, not even a human.
Hell no.
And not in relationship. Nothing is guaranteed. As far as human relationships and the outcome of it. It's
And-
not guaranteed.
You have sorry, people that can hear that. You have a unique perspective on that, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
You're so
You-
sweet. Yeah.
No, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Because a lot of people, I didn't have somebody significant in my life
Right.
pass away until I was 25 years old.
Mhm.
And so for me,
I was about that age.
but it was my
26.
grandmother that I hadn't seen since I was little.
Yeah, I agreed. I get it. Yeah.
So, but for me, I feel like you have a unique perspective on that because you had to go through that.
Right. So when your husband comes home from work or you see him at the end of the day, we get in this mode of like, hey, okay, did you do this? Did you pay the bill? Instead of being like, I'm so glad you made it home tonight. Because you may not have.
Makes
Like,
sense.
I can't believe you're home. That's great. You could have died.
That's how you act.
I swear I am. If
No,
I
that's
can't-
how you are.
Yeah.
Because that's how he is.
Yeah,
that's
and if
how
I
he is
can't
too.
get a hold
Yeah.
of him, My mind goes to
That's
something
right.
happened. He's in his barracks room. What if he died and had a heart attack? Who would get a hold of me? How can I get a hold of someone? I need to find someone. Well, that's a whole nother topic. But PTSD is not just war related. It's just that terminology came about due to amazing doctors.
Modernizing the word.
Yeah, it is. But there truly are things that you do that maybe a typical person wouldn't, who hasn't had to deal with any type of real hard issue.
When I walk into places, I'm like fucking scouting the area.
Yeah.
And I have my kids right here.
J2.
And I'm fucking just scouting the shit.
Whether anyone wants, like I've told this story with PTSD a million different ways. Like we've had people that have said that Kendall has PTSD from her sickness because for 2.5 years she was the center of everybody's attention, whether she was sick or not. And then when that starts to dissipate, then it's like
it went away.
And she was, at an impressionable age, and so that's like, wait, well, why doesn't anybody care how I'm doing today? And so that void is there, which is very similar to the void of deployed soldiers that don't have that when they are done being deployed. They don't have that when they come home. Hey, you're home with signs every day. They have that need to feel that overwhelming, yay, you're home. And when that dissipates, then they feel the need to go away again.
Right, because it feels so good. It's a high. It feels so
it's
good.
Right,
it's rainbows and
hit
butterflies. Who cares if the bills are paid today? You're home. I'm so happy.
Absolutely.
But then when you have the monotony of something, you don't appreciate it as much. But that is why it's really wonderful to be around people who just somehow
understand.
Not broken, but
wait, I had the word for that.
What is the word?
It's not broken. I was just
because I'm not broken.
No.
Right, but I feel like I was broken.
He said it. David Bora from.
Dave Goggin?
No, my buddy. He's my buddy from Texas. Okay.
No,
the guy I interviewed.
He's not broken.
It's holy God.
I know you're.
Okay.
I think it's more.
It's not broken. He said
scarred?
a word.
No, fractured. No,
fractured. You're not broken. You are fractured.
Well, and we have scars.
Tell me a beautiful piece of art that is perfect. Venus.
We're imperfect.
Imperfect. We are.
Mona Lisa.
Some eyes, homeboy, in square, please.
Even the Statue of Liberty, imperfect.
Yeah.
Right, but it's perfect. We look at our kids. I look at my daughter Ivy, and I'm like, "You are perfection." My daughter looks like a bulldog. She literally looks like she's like this. She has a protruding jaw. She'll need dental work, and I just think she's so perfect. I can't stand it. I want to suck her face off.
Yeah, that's
like what?
Kendall had a double overbite. Like she was literally, the kids were like, "Stick your pencil up there," and she'd walk around at 7 years old because her older siblings were so mean.
Honestly, right? But we're just scars are beautiful. I don't know. When I meet someone who can't relate to anything, I
love that shit.
Well, I don't. I think, come on, you better
when
a good conversation.
He loves to try and
what?
Like you said it. You're like you love that shit because you love to try and
discover. I like
everybody. Like you said, stuff. You said it 20 minutes before we started. Everybody has a story.
Well, you're right, and it's all relevant. So it could be my cat died when I was 12, and I know it sounds crazy, but my parents fought a lot, and then they divorced, and my cat was always there, and then when my cat died, okay, that's just a story. But what if that was my story? I miss my cat. Then there's stories like, oh fuck, someone got murdered. You know what I mean? And I'm not laughing, but it's like,
no.
Okay, so then we could be like, oh, her story is way more important. Or I have a daughter who battled cancer. Then everyone really shuts up, especially a parent, because they're like, oh shit. And then they don't want to hear about it because they're fine. And so they're like, I just need to be in my...
Us.
They treat us like we lost friends. They didn't want to talk to us.
And only because they can't handle it.
Yeah.
They can't handle it. And it's... I think once you get to the point where you realize someone just... Is it horrible?
God. Hey, what the?
No, you almost killed your dad.
Holy fuck.
Come on, Sergeant. Take a little hand.
Yeah, the one time Jonah made my drinks on the podcast, start to finish, by the end, I'm slurring.
Wait a minute. Did you ask for it on the rocks?
No, I said...
You told him to put a little squirt in it.
No, I said, I went like this with my finger, and I said, tequila, and the rest fucking squirt.
I thought you said ice.
No,
Now,
well,
clearly you
both.
didn't say ice, but there's not enough ice there.
But yeah, exactly.
Well, take it slow.
But I was like, I feel like a fucking dragon. I was
You
like,
never know how.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, so I love meeting people that.
so
That
I want to
know
know.
how to handle stuff.
Wait. See, I'm telling you, I told you about this, and I was nervous as hell because we have never talked.
And
You
we
and I
only
never
have 20
talked.
minutes left.
Okay.
We have
We
about
can
20
make the most out of 20 minutes.
Yes.
We can.
Just give me 5. I'll be good to go.
Yeah.
No,
We
but
Oh my goodness.
maybe 2. Okay.
Oh my God.
What I was gonna say is, you. I mean, obviously you inspire a lot of people. I've seen your blog, your website, and people asking all these questions. And by the way, you guys gotta go to her website and just check it out because it's amazing. It's beautiful. I was looking at it and I was like, oh my god, this is so fucking cool. Because my shit it's all over the place and it's horrible. But yours is like well done and I really like it. So I saw people posting and asking you questions and stuff like that. But you are legit. The way she is here, that's the way she is in her website and her
Blog.
talking to people.
Yeah.
Because she's doing it like that. And it's just raw. You said it the way it is. You don't say, oh honey, I feel sorry for you. No, you're like, hey, pick up your shit, let's move on. You see that freaking bag right there? Pick it up, let's go, keep
Right.
marching. And I like that. I love that attitude.
Well, and I feel like some of the best conversations that we've had were raw conversations about blended families. It's no joke. Like, blended families is hard.
Shit.
And where,
Yeah.
you still get through it.
As
but
a single mom, you guys,
I'm not,
I have so much respect for single moms. I admire you guys because it's hard.
But I
It's
want
hard
to say
do that.
something. Because I run from woe is me. So I'm single because I chose to be. I divorced my first husband. So no one left me high and dry. But there were reasons why we needed to divorce.
Like brown little emoji that goes like
Why?
this.
You did?
no, he got left.
I got
Yeah.
left. I was
Yeah, because it happens. Anyway, it was a good decision. But I would choose. So let's talk about that.
Which one?
You take a drink. I'll talk.
Yeah.
I was about to.
Well, so everything's a choice. So if you were reading comments, and let's talk about the blog. I haven't touched it since last summer, and there's a personal reason why. But then the other reason why is I realized I was putting effort into a blog, and it wasn't the right reasons. And the effort and time that I put into the blog was time and effort away from my book, which is my ultimate goal. And I figure that things will happen the right way, and my sole interest right now is my book.
Well, tell me more about your book instead of talking to me about your blog. That's what
I
want to talk to
will.
you
But
about.
one thing I wanted to tell you about the comments is when you said you saw that, I was like, all right, well, pick it up, let's go. Of course we're sad or we're hurt or we're devastated, and we go through and I talk about in the book that I just basically had my face in the tile and I drowned myself in my own snot and tears, and it doesn't stop. But it does eventually. It just doesn't at the time. But then it's like, okay, at what point do you stand up, pick yourself up by the bootstraps and say, I can either be here or I can't, but it's only a choice. It's not because you feel like moving forward. It's not because you feel like you don't feel sad anymore or you feel like you've moved on. It's just because you have to make a choice. It's all a choice. Everything is a choice.
I've literally, word for word, said the same fucking thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you feel.
You can cry here all
Yeah.
you want. Tomorrow, we still have to figure this out.
And you can cry while you're making your choice.
Yes,
But you have to
You're
make a
allowed to be
choice.
sad. You're allowed to be hurt,
I
but we
was
still
gonna-
have to
I was
figure
gonna
out.
make
Those
that.
are badass shit.
I was
Look, we
gonna make-
match!
I was gonna make it. See, I knew.
So many weird
She
things.
texted me and said, hey, Paco, I'm gonna be wearing this. blue
No, and I almost wore white and black. But so the thing is that is my advice. I get being sad. I get, and the worst could happen.
I don't.
No, well,
Well,
sad
I don't
is a
get it.
natural emotion.
I don't get it. I'm serious.
Paco,
I don't
you've
get
never
it.
been sad.
No, I've been in the fucking ground.
Yeah.
The only person
But
that makes me
staying
sad
sad
is
is
my
different.
mom's thought.
Right.
My
and,
mom.
And so you're saying,
she was my queen. She was my everything.
She is
And
and
that's the
was,
only
and
shit
still
that
that's still
makes
something
me-
that.
God.
Yeah.
Because fucking whoever is above us took her like so soon. She was 62, and I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Are you
that's
taking
too
my
young.
treasure? Are you taking my mom?
Hey,
I was destroyed.
So here's one way you can look at it. My sister was 11 when my mom died, and we were just talking the other day, and there's some moms that just aren't in love with their kids, and I am, you are. And she said, you know what? For the first time, I would rather have a mom for 11 years that just loved the shit out of me, adored me. I was perfect in her eyes, than a mom, even now, that really wasn't interested.
I'm sorry.
For real.
I couldn't hold that. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean?
But the only reason he does that is because he's thinking of somebody. So
Yes.
I'm
But
thinking
so
of
it's quality.
somebody.
It's quality.
Correct. Yeah.
Or just take it. I don't care. I don't miss that I didn't have a relationship with this person or that person, because then it would just be, I wouldn't want that relationship.
Quantity.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a great dad or a great this or a great that. But I don't want it for the sake of having it. I only want it if it's great.
I tell people I don't want to be a book and a bookshelf. Then when you need me, oh, here it is, Paco. I need him right now. Let's hang out. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that.
So then
that
you choose
person.
not to be, because what you could do, like a lot of people, we complain and we're bombarded, and then this person did that, and then they keep calling. Oh, it's so fucking easy. You can block them.
Oh, believe me.
Right, so you don't have, so don't sit around and complain when you have so much control over the situation.
Well, and
anything that happens is because you're allowing it.
40,
yes.
30 something,
Did you hear
40
what she
something,
said?
50 something, saying, why doesn't my mom love me? Why doesn't my dad still want to be in my life? Move on. All
Well,
right,
yeah,
you are an adult. There's nothing.
Yeah,
there's
no.
nothing that you can't work through.
That's the shit that
You
I don't
can't.
get.
So
I don't
you
get
don't
that.
get the answer.
I don't have a relationship
You'll
with my
never
father.
get an
I
answer.
just don't. And I've
No.
chosen over the last couple of years to say, okay, I'm going to stop the bleeding, and I'm just going to block it. Like, I'm going to stop the bleeding.
Seriously.
And everybody goes, aren't you sad that you don't have a relationship with your dad? No, I've never had a relationship with my dad.
Well, it's
So-
the idea. So it's only
But I
just
don't have
like
an
young
idea 'cause I
women
don't
who
know
get
what a real
excited.
dad- until I met him, I had no
Relationship, the idea of a marriage, the idea of having a baby. That's all they're in love with. That's all they desire is the idea
Because
of it,
they-
because they don't know the reality. And then you get the reality and you're like, wow, your kid gets sick, or you lose money, or then this spouse cheats, or things happen. But that's not what they're in love with. That's not what they desire. They desire the idea of it.
They desire, and that's the thing that society put
Right.
into people's brain. Oh shit! At this age, you gotta be this. In this age, you gotta be this. In this age, you gotta do this shit. I was like, no. See, I grew up in Mexico. I was born and raised in Mexico. I moved to the States when I was 22.
Oh.
So I was way beyond.
Yeah.
I was, when I enrolled into the military, I was 26, 27.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly, I was way behind. I went to boot camp and I was old, and all these fucking guys are 18, and I was like, shit, and they wanted to make me a platoon sergeant. I'm like, no, fuck, I don't want responsibility. I want to get the fuck out of here. I don't want to show you who I am until I get to my division where I'm supposed to go. So it was for me very hard because I didn't speak the language. I didn't understand the culture. I'm a fucking Mexican.
Culture of America and culture of the Army. That's two separate
Well,
cultures.
I'm going to.
That's a lot
first,
at once.
It was Mexican,
Yeah.
which didn't speak the language, and I went to Utah, which
dear
is
God.
white as hell. Yeah, it was.
Hence why you married a white blonde.
No,
I'm joking.
that
I'm
was-
just kidding.
Probably. Well, I made a mistake.
You're like, I
made
like
a
this
mistake.
America
I made
thing.
a mistake first, so everybody gets,
Hey,
Made a
me
mistake.
and no, first.
Oh,
Me and my husband say the same thing. Like,
Maybe.
we're like sad. It's sad, but we had a trial run.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
sure.
mulligan.
we had 2 mulligans, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's two
It's
mulligans.
third time around for both of us.
This is a third.
Not many people know that. I don't know why I stated it out loud, but
Jesus.
our first time around was short-lived. Very.
Okay.
Both of us.
Second time lasts a little
We
longer.
were both raised Mormon, and so that's what you do when you're.
Why do you say that out loud? Oh my God!
Wait a minute.
Wait! Time out!
He
Time
literally
out! Woo!
He literally
Yeah.
just went to Utah.
I'm gonna
and he
stop.
Stop
went to
it.
Utah on a BYU scholarship.
Okay, wait.
I did.
I'm gonna sound like a blonde
Hey,
with chicken of the sea, but is there
Chicken
really
of the sea.
Mormons in Mexico?
yeah, there's Mormons
No.
They
everywhere.
have a fucking temple. In
No, they
Mexico.
don't.
Yes,
And you
most
were
of his
Mormon?
family in Mexico. is still
I
Mormon.
didn't. I'm not
No
proud of
way.
it. For yo, listen, motherfuckers.
Yeah, no.
No,
No,
it opened it.
Well, because that's where you're
But it
apologetic.
opened many doors.
That's a religion you have to. That's
No,
well, a
I'm
lot of
not.
religions
I'm not.
have to be
I
apologetic.
honestly, I'm glad that I did because that opened my eyes to a lot of stuff that I was like, wow, you are close-minded.
Well,
You
and
are
not
this
it.
kind of people that believe that, oh, you're such a nice guy. Oh my God.
You are, but you don't have a certificate to get in my temple. So
Yes,
turn around.
yeah, you don't have a membership. I call it membership because you gotta pay you gotta pay 10% of
Yeah.
your salary every
Yeah.
paycheck. Not every
Yeah, the
month.
tithe.
Every paycheck, 10% of your freaking money.
Well,
Oh.
honestly, that's what most religions encourage.
Yeah.
But
Well, this one, if you don't pay it, your membership is revoked. You cannot
yeah, it's
go
like
into a
lifetime.
temple.
Sorry, you don't get to swim the
Yeah,
temple
you're
longer
screwed.
because
You're
you
like-
didn't pay.
Okay.
So let's go back into the book.
But
I have family members too that are still so.
no,
I don't-
and you
No,
know
I don't
what?
care, and I
Everyone
don't
is
care,
where
and
they
I don't-
think
I'm
they
not
should
saying
be.
sorry about what it is, but I also don't make fun of the Catholics.
No, we
either
don't
right now.
need
I'm
to.
not
I do.
making fun of
I
the
do.
Muslims, and I'm not making fun of anybody else. It's
Right, because the truth is
I-
there's criteria
But
for any
I don't-
membership.
I don't understand anybody in organized religion, and I grew up in organized religion.
Yeah.
And I will state that unapologetically to anybody that asks me. Everybody when Kendall was going through stuff, anyone when we have hard times, I'm praying for you. Okay.
Don't pray.
Dude, that's fine.
Send me money, bitches.
No, I don't say that.
I
I,
will.
don't say that. I said,
Well, you're
She's not
but
allowed me.
when we were going through it, I said, well, in the end of the day, prayer's not, it doesn't hurt anybody, so go ahead and you can pray for
Of
her.
course.
Send good mojo, send good juju, send whatever, send the good vibes, send
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I don't care at that point, do whatever. But I wasn't in the hospital saying my prayers, but we're still good people. And that's where, as an adult, I've grown up. Before I was like, don't push your religion on me, but now I feel like, just as I don't want to apologize for who I am, I don't want anybody else to apologize for who they
No,
are. either.
absolutely not. And guess what? Everybody's revelation of who they are spiritually and in their life will happen in their own time.
Yep.
I don't
That's it.
care about religion. I've seen the worst of the worst when I was deployed. I saw it everywhere. So religions can suck it because I honestly don't give a shit. I honestly, I've seen everything. I've seen the nastiest shit ever. When I was in the Middle East, I saw all these fucking Muslims doing stupid shit to
But-
young kids.
So
And
But
your
it was-
perspective is
It's like-
different
it's
from an
horrible.
average person.
Yes.
Which is why you probably call certain people to talk to you on this interview or on this show, because our perspective is different based on our experiences and who we've become. So no one can even hold a candle or even have a conversation
No.
with you unless they can relate. That's just not, it's off topic. Yeah, so it's not all daisies, and it's not.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not.
I mean, that could be like 5 more shows that we could talk about.
that would be awesome.
Because I really feel like I've left organized religion, but there's no denying the divine miracles that have happened that will be in my book. There's no denying that. But also,
book.
Huh?
well,
We'll get to the book too.
I know.
'Cause that's what-
we gotta talk
that
about your book. We
ultimately-
haven't talked about your book.
So
you guys,
got
we gotta
out-
talk
so
about her
you
book.
got out of the military. You tried
don't be sorry.
like normal
Did I say sorry?
civilian employment.
And you know what? That was trying to be nice to people, and I'm not nice.
She's cute. Our producer is.
Our
Trying
producer
to
is
swing you
just-
back in.
her.
It's
I know,
okay.
she's a fucking
So
regulator.
you tried.
Regulators.
No.
No, that's no.
If
Is
you-
R. Kelly in that one? Oh no.
No.
That's
Warren
Nate,
G.
Nate, and
No.
Nate.
No.
Nate Dogg.
Dogg. There you go.
No.
And Warren G. Yes.
You know where regulators comes from?
Yes. Regulator. I know it's from
No,
Young
no.
Guns. It's fine.
Young Guns, baby.
But we're talking about 1990s rap.
I mean,
Catch up.
like early.
I know.
Like R. Kelly days, where you
Keep-
made
Oh, you said
I mean,
No,
She did say the R.
did.
She said the
No,
R
guess
word.
what? I meant R. Kelly. Remember R. Kelly?
He,
No.
before
He
he
was.
started peeing on people.
He was super
yes.
popular. Remember
Yes.
his 12 something album?
Yes, 12-year-old. Oh,
No.
I'm sorry.
R. Kelly.
I remember asking someone, what is actual bump and grind? I'm like, is it
Right.
like
No
doing it?
way.
No, I for real
You were
asked
in the
them.
No,
military.
not
You
only
knew
that.
shit.
Age is not a
When you live in
number.
base?
But who sang bump and grind? It was R. Kelly, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah, it was
A
R.
little
Kelly.
Bump and grind. Yeah.
It was R. Kelly.
There's nothing wrong. You just might
That
have
was back
some
in the
skin.
day.
Well, no. You saw the. Did you see the Surviving R. Kelly?
We gotta talk about our book.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
Lady,
We'll talk about that later.
guys. Hold on.
Yeah, no
Let me make a pause here.
No, don't pause. Oh, I thought you seriously.
Y'all gotta understand that I have 2 females. those females with me, they talk about stuff. And I cannot, for real, with all my heart, I try so hard.
Your face is so close to the camera.
Stop. Love you long time.
I am dying.
Okay, so you tried civilian employment.
Horrible.
I did.
And you didn't find, not that you didn't have success in it, but you didn't have passion in it. Like, your heart wasn't in it.
So I started writing the book, and then just with me and my husband being in 2 different households, I'm like, I got to go to work. But then I thought, okay, I'm 43. Am I going to just be a recruiter at Banner until I die?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to die thinking about it. And then I thought, if I abandon what I knew I should do and never do it, what kind of life is that?
You have to get this
That's
shit
such
done.
a mediocre
You
life.
gotta get this shit done.
So, and then a couple things happened at Banner. Yeah, I swore. I really worked hard and I did really well. But the leadership, like...
You did. You're in the military.
That's right. Like, I exceeded,
Yep.
but we didn't mesh, and I wasn't going to stick around for some bullshit. So I just left, and I thought, no, this is the time then. And then I decided, and my husband's like, Mindy, like, we have bills to pay. I'm like, we're going to pay him. We'll figure it out.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Yeah, we'll figure it
It'll
out.
happen. And you know what? Let us know with anything that you freaking need, because we'll be there. You need support. You need anything. I'm not kidding. This one, it's a brain. This one, I'm talking about my wife, you guys. The blondie back there behind the camera. That never wants to show her beautiful freaking face.
Yeah, you really should. You have a great face.
And-
I'm like this.
Oh, no, I'm like that right now. I'm like...
And you guys, for real, like, she is the brain of this show right here. She's the brain. I'm just here for the shits and giggles because I have the accent.
And you're
So
personable. And you're
Because-
fun.
because
And
I have the
with
accent.
the good hair.
Yeah, he has
Like
Paco with
Becky
the
with
good
the
hair.
good hair.
Paco
Jay's gonna kick my. Jay's gonna kick my.
No, you
Oh, look at
won't. We got 2 new books: Paco with the good hair and Champagne on a Tuesday.
I like champagne on a Tuesday. Oh my God, we gotta roll that. We gotta roll
I
that.
had 0 sugar
need to
today,
patent it.
so I could have my champagne on a Tuesday.
I haven't had added sugar in 3 days. I gotta get this arthritis. You know you're getting old when you have
Arthritis?
Yes, enjoy
Rheumatoid
it.
I have
arthritis.
I don't know. I won't go get
arthritis.
diagnosed legitimately, but every time I have really bad pain and I get an MRI, they say arthritis. So
You need to quit
I have-
gluten more than you need to quit
really
sugar.
gluten.
Gluten.
Yeah,
It's
gluten.
autoimmune. We'll talk about it after.
Okay,
No, fuck
Let's
sugar.
talk about your book. We're keep
back to
cutting
the
it down.
road interview.
So,
yeah.
anyway, we were talking about the book. We gotta focus and concentrate on the book because that's what priority is. So we gotta focus and concentrate on it. So you're thinking about coming with the book when?
Oh, well, so my first draft will be done in May, and then this week or this summer I'll have I'll choose 2 people to read it, help me edit, give suggestions, and then I'll have the final draft done in August. That's the goal, and that's my personal commitment.
August. So that's it.
The
Okay,
final draft of manuscript by August.
talk about whatever you're comfortable with talking about what the book's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to give it all away, but you can talk about it.
You know what? So the book, for the longest, I said, oh, it's about my mom's murder. But it's so much more than that. And here's why. So I was very young. It happened in 2001. And now all these years later, I know that I should write about it. But not just because it's a journal. It's not a journal. It's a book about that and the details of it and the serial killer who killed her. But the end, and that's why unapologetic is so important, because the ending is about, here's the deal. There are women who've never been found. There's women who were hurt.
That he killed.
Well, we're certain that.
Where was this?
Well, across 3 states. Washington, Idaho, and Montana. There's 2 women who haven't been found. There's women that have been brutally raped and either left for dead or hurt so badly that they're either in a mental institution.
done.
One has been shot in the head. She thinks she's a professor. They are not credible witnesses. I go into a lot of detail in the book about these other women because it dawned on me 2 years ago, Discovery ID did a show on my mom. And when I was learning about all the other women, I thought, gosh, all of them were transient. And serial killers
Is he
prey.
still on the go?
No.
He's in prison.
Oh.
He's in prison. But he got off time and time and time again. He was lucky. He raped a woman in San Diego. She went and got a forensic exam. After my mom was murdered, the detective reached down there and said, check this DNA. The DNA checked out. It was the same guy. 2 days later, she's hit by a bus. and couldn't testify. I mean, time and time again, he just walked the streets, and he bragged about it in prison. So here's the deal, though. I thought, gosh, where he went wrong was with my mom, which is true because she fought the hardest. But I was thinking my mom was on a pedestal. She got clean. She was good. She was a good mom. He just fucked up that night with the wrong person. But then I thought about it, and the way he left a couple of the women that I'll talk about in the book, I thought, wow, he left them like nameless and faceless. But I realized, after thinking my mom was most important, I realized no, but every single woman was. Whether you talk like a slut, act like a slut, and I'm using that term loosely because people use that term.
It's true.
Then you're probably going to be raped or murdered, and God forbid, maybe
you shouldn't have talked like that.
Right? Do you remember the movie The Accused with Jodie Foster? So she was gang raped, but she was provocative. She talked about it that night. She did everything that would allude to let's have sex, but she was gang raped. But that's a prime example of what woman deserves to be raped or brutally murdered.
So is that an invite or something, or
a what?
Right, because they said that. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
So is that
no, not with my mom, thank God. But in my brain, I just thought about, God, how come there's women missing? How come a woman was missing 6 months before someone looked for her and they found her remains, and it's too late now? We don't know the cause of death. We have no evidence. Well, because they were transient, which is sad. But I just thought we need to acknowledge every woman that has been left for dead, raped, or murdered. That maybe some people would say, well, yeah, what'd you think would happen? Look at her, you know?
The money that goes into the wall should go into law enforcement. So we can take care of the freaking murders inside of the freaking...
Well, it's not just that. The
Trump.
podcast that I listened to.
Yeah, right.
I know. I was trying to divert that, but it didn't happen.
But that's raw, right?
Well,
we have to be
sure.
raw.
But the podcast that I listened to, there's a backlog of
I was gonna get something really quick before
There's a backlog of DNA tests. There are rape kits back to 68. I think it is.
If he wants to find me, right there.
Okay.
He can find me.
Okay.
I don't care. It's right there. He can fucking find me. I don't care.
So, but there's a backlog from like 67 to 67 or 68 of DNA tests. Mm-hmm. That all they have to do is run it.
I'll find them.
Run it through the system, and 20 to 30,000 cases per state.
Yeah, there's tons of. And it's females.
There's
nobody gives a shit.
Whether or not these offenders
no,
are
but
dead,
listen, it doesn't matter.
It would solve them for their patients.
But not necessarily. There's still women who are alive, but because they're so mentally disturbed, they're not viable candidates. You can say, oh, wow, you've got semen all over you. Okay, that doesn't prove you murdered me. That doesn't even prove you raped me.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
But at the same time, there's a lot of females who talk shit.
There are people that have said they're raped and they have DNA, but they haven't gone. Nobody is spending the money to run DNA on these rape kits.
You know what?
But there's a bunch of females that talk shit about the males.
Yeah.
We have experience about that shit.
That have false claims. Yeah. But that's not at all.
We're in the military
We're dealing with a guy who is literally a loser in bad situations and positions, and not even like he found me after work in the parking lot. It's not like that. It's just he was really a loser.
Wow.
And technically the women were too, according to how they're
being portrayed.
Yeah, and being referred to.
So that book will come out in...
Well, we don't know when it'll come out. I won't stop until I get a great publisher.
I'm wishing for Thanksgiving time. That'll be badass.
That's my birthday time.
See, that would be badass.
Would be amazing.
Are you Sagittarius?
Mm-hmm.
You're Sagittarius?
Oh, that's why I don't like you two.
Yeah! What's your birthday?
December 4th.
I'm November 25th.
Oh.
So she's a Scorpion.
Sagittarius are the bane of my existence.
You're more Scorpion
than Sagittarius. The loves of my life, but the bane of my existence.
Well, that's how it goes, and mine's a Gemini. But, no, I think
he's a Gemini?
Yeah, he's a Gemini, but I have Sagittarius trip.
You're cuckoo, bro. You're cuckoo, bro.
Jen Lloyd said a great birthday present.
That would be a great birthday present.
That'll be badass. I'm not kidding. That'll be amazing.
Yeah.
I think it
would.
God,
I'm just letting you know that the women the conference I did, their whole thing, their whole movement this year is getting books published of the women that are in this group.
Yep.
Wow.
Tell yourself. I have a webcam meeting on Thursday, about they're doing 20 of the women, they want me to tell something in part of the book. They have all of these ins to be able to do that. So
Okay.
Yoga, book, bicycle.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah.
That's a trifecta.
Yoga and bicycle.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
We got
trifecta.
this shit.
I mean, I don't know. I gotta look into that. I
Don't
gotta
worry
get my
about it.
body.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When did you start
Those are
like?
excuses.
Yeah,
Huh,
exactly.
I feel
Don't
like
worry
an
about it.
excuse.
Let's make it happen. Hey, there is something that I learned being in the military. Is like, hey, when you get there, you get there. You have a plan. You have all this shit. Yeah, we're gonna go in, kick this fucking door, and go this left, right. Guess what? When you
Right.
get there, shit hits the fan, and I'm about to fucking put a right.
You said
I
the
hate
F word
doing
like
stuff.
20
I
different
No,
times.
I was gonna say something else.
I
I
know.
know. It was.
But what's
Whatever.
really
It
funny,
was
the
right
best
side.
part of all of this
You know,
is
it's
that
like, boom, you're going in, and you're like
Paco's
sweeping.
barber, hairstylist, beautiful woman Lauren just signed on and missed the whole conversation about Paco with the good hair.
Lauren.
She's the one that keeps his hair
But
good.
she can
She
go
does.
back and listen.
Yeah. She says, hi, my favorite people ever.
Lauren, my beautiful hair. She cuts my hair.
She's really good.
She's really
So yeah, and Lauren, she calls him Paco with the good hair.
Maybe Jay should dress up as you for Halloween, and we can get him a wig with just good hair
Oh, that would be so cute.
and a shirt that says Paco.
Payco.
Paco.
Paco.
Like white people says Payco. I got a business card that says Paco, and they're like, "Is your name Payco?" I was like,
Oh dear God.
"Fuck, are you
Because they
from
say
the
Taco.
Midwest?"
They say
Yeah.
Taco, right?
Like Taco.
No.
They don't say Taco. They say
Why do
Taco,
they-
right?
Exactly. There's no reason.
No, who
He
says
was
that?
trying to be a dick.
Lots of people.
Some person. And I was like,
You should be like Jim.
I was like,
Are you Bob?
No, I was like about to just because I have no shield, and I just want to go and. Oh!
You want to say?
I just it's so hard because you don't know the stopping line and the stopping, and I was just like,
Well, yeah, you do. You get fired if you even say anything bad.
yes, I do.
That's why it looks like you're being an entrepreneur, and me too. We got to just create what we want.
But I think it's a market for what we develop. I think there's a market for what we do. I think there's a market for the people that we can reach to. I firmly believe that is our market and our veterans. They're there that they need this shit. That they're hungry for people like us.
Yeah.
To speak what we believe in, because a lot of people fakes it and covers it and whatever, they fluff it so all the civilians and all the people can say, oh my God, he is phenomenal. No, bitch, this is what we did every day.
Well, you know what though? That's interesting because you said the market is veterans, but it can also be the people who maybe they've never served, but they're the outcast, or they're the different one, or they're the one who didn't live the easy life, and they're like, oh, finally someone who can make sense, or who I can listen to, or I can hear. We do that with music, right? We listen to a song, we're like, I so relate, right? We relate one way or another.
We really do. I mean, we really do. Anybody that we come in contact with, whether if they have a off-topic story, off-topipic life, they relate to us because we've had different experiences. I'm not
It's funny
a veteran.
because
I was
No.
raised by military. I have a brother in the military. I have a husband who's
her
a veteran.
brother was teaching at fucking West Point.
Oh, wow.
And
He's stuck
stationed
right
in
now.
Korea right now.
I think
Well,
he's
people
stuck.
want to
He's in
belong.
Korea.
They want to feel understood or heard, and they want to belong, I think.
because I
That's what we're
believe it.
supposed to be as fucking Americans. We're all supposed to love each other and
I,
be
s-
together.
I said that to people all
But
the
now
time. I said, dude, I wasn't
more
born
separated
here.
than it was before.
I
No,
did it
but
by
forget
choice.
American, we believe that we are on a pedestal, which maybe in some ways we are, but it's just civility.
Yeah.
All it is civility and humanity. If you took out the countries, if you took out the flags, if you took out pride, if you just looked at someone because they're human and you had some civility,
Oh,
Right?
there's amazing people out there.
well, right, so many are.
Yeah.
We got to take down the barriers, though.
We gotta
And-
take the hypocritical veil
Mm-hmm.
that says, hey, you have to behave this way because if you don't, you're not gonna make it on the fucking civilian life. Or on the 500 companies, whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have to be you, dude. Be who you are. if you're a
because
civilian,
people are dying for that.
Yes.
They're dying for something different.
Yes.
They want to see, they want to hear, they want to talk to someone different.
They want to be who they are. They
Well,
want to
and
be.
some people don't.
They want to be Pablo. They want to be Paul. They want to be Steve.
Let me tell you, one of
Pedro.
the most favorite people that I've met in the last couple of years is, and it'll sound super funny, but he's our Uber driver.
Oh
He
my God.
loves this country beyond measure,
That's
and he's
impressive.
such a good guy. He loves American movies. He loves
Did you say he
American
was a
music.
translator
Yes.
in the army?
Yeah.
Is he American?
No. He's
He was in Iraq.
but he's here and he's our Uber driver.
Yeah.
Like we call him,
No.
and he takes us and does all. And he's become part of like our family. He takes our kids to the airport if we need him, and we can't go to the airport. But he loves this country and he loves people. He genuinely loves people, and people are so hateful to
Yeah,
him.
but here's why. He loves it because, just like what we said earlier, we
Let them do
appreciate
shit.
certain things because of what we've been through. He appreciates the freedom
Right.
and the
I know,
opportunity
I
in this
know.
country because he
He says
comes from
that.
a country with something different. So to him, right, and that is why. Do we open up a store and are we willing to work 7 days a week? And are we willing? No, most of us are not. So we get pissed off
The
at a
commodity.
foreigner who comes over and who is like, I'll do it.
I'll
And I'll
do
do it for a
whatever.
decent price.
I'll
I'll
do
do
whatever.
anything because, oh my God, my kid they have a bed? Yeah, I'll do it.
What do they think, Matt? That's what they say.
It makes
And
no
I said
sense
about
to me why people are
Mexicans.
mean to him.
Because we work roofing and all this stuff, they're like, oh, they're working on a Sunday. Yeah, bitch, because we need to provide for our families. We need to do this shit. I used to have 3 jobs when I came to the United States. When I came to the U.S., I used to have 3 jobs.
Right?
I was doing roofing, I was doing landscaping, and I was doing dental, pouring and
Oh, yeah,
all this
dental
shit.
casts.
Yeah.
He would do
Lab?
it
I was
in the
doing all
lab.
this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dental. Oh shit, you've been in dental.
I was dental.
Yeah, so I was doing all the molding.
Yeah.
When you put the little
Yeah.
things and you open it and make sure the bite is right.
Yeah.
I was doing that shit for hours till about 3 in the morning, and about 5 in the morning I have to go do roofing because you have to start roofing before the heat starts going on. So I was doing roofing until about noon, and then doing landscaping, and it was a bitch. And I didn't speak the language. And I said, dude, what the fuck? Are you really gonna do this your whole life? Well, you gotta learn the language. You gotta learn the culture. And I had a book, and I tell my kids that all the time. I had a book that I read words and say, hey, this. And I show it to the girl when I went on a date. I say, hey, this. And
Hey,
she's
this.
like, oh, okay. And she's like, oh, this. And that's the way that I fucking communicate. And it's,
But you made a
yeah.
choice to not stay in the position you were in.
Correct.
You just made a choice. It started with a choice, and then you said, okay, what do I have to do? And then one thing led to another.
Because I
And
don't
you're an
settle
army,
for
and then you're an
less.
Army Ranger, not just in the Army.
It's fine.
Is it secret?
No, I don't like to.
Well,
I'm
I'm just
doing
saying,
this-
like, you didn't
I'm
do
doing
the bare
this.
minimum.
I don't want to be like the rest of the fucking military guys. Oh, I used to do this. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
I'm just saying you
this
didn't
and
do
that.
the
I
bare
don't care.
minimum.
No,
You didn't
because
do
I
the
don't
bare
settle for less.
Yeah.
I don't settle for, and I don't settle for. Okay, we're gonna. This is good, man. No, motherfucker, it's not good. Let's make it better.
Mm-hmm.
Good is crap. Better is gooder.
You literally held
Better
your flag in
is
front of
good.
the camera. That
I
said
know!
Ranger, and now you're getting
Thank
on her
you.
for saying
No,
that.
I'm not getting on her. I just don't like.
I don't feel intimidated.
I was being passionate for what I believe
Yeah.
and what I.
No, you were telling Trump, come find me.
Yeah,
That's what you were
exactly. That's what I said.
You
I'm not
literally
kidding.
said Donald Trump, come find you, and then end podcast.
And then I'm like this in the background.
Because I honestly don't.
Look for Hispanic male in Arizona with a woman in a blue shirt behind him smiling
Tattoos
really
all over the
shitty.
place, and I
Wow.
all over the hair. So
Yeah.
do
I
it.
have 0.
This legitimately is the longest podcast we've
This
had.
is the longest we have.
You,
I don't
by
even
2
know if it's
minutes.
interesting
Oh,
to
3
people.
minutes. You
It's
just beat the
amazing.
longest
I
podcast.
don't know if people
You
find
have
it
no
interesting.
clue.
And what's so funny is
Yeah, no
we
clue.
sat here and talked for like 25 minutes of how we would bring in the book, and we literally gave you like 2 minutes.
We rambled.
Can we do second part?
Part 2.
We should do it. This is the first
You
time
mean part
ever.
2 without drinks and actually sticking to it?
This is the second time
Well, we'll do part 2 when our hubby comes home, and of course, then we can have that.
we can do part.
That's
part
a long
2.
time.
Yeah.
He doesn't come home
No,
till May.
no, we gotta do part 2 quick before the book comes out.
Okay,
Well, the book's not coming out in May. My first draft, like my
So we have to do
personal
part
rough
2
draft is May.
next month.
Sure.
We do part 2 next month.
We'll do part 2 in 2 weeks when we all meet for drinks at.
I won't be. Well, Jay won't be there. You know that.
What?
But that's okay. You
I'm
just
coming.
said
You won't be there.
you're coming. to
So
Blue
there you go.
Wasabi
We'll do part 2.
at Blue Wasabi.
Yes.
March 6th.
Boom. We do it live from Blue Wasabi.
Yeah, Jim's
Can we
Oh
do
my
that?
God. Hell yeah.
How
I'll
do
talk
I-
to Jim. Jim is my boy.
We can't even get Jennifer on the show.
Yeah,
There's
finally.
Jennifer and Wade.
Finally. She's
You haven't had them on the show?
No.
No,
No.
because she thinks like she is a VIP. She's like a very important person, you know. She's like,
Jen, you're
We
not.
wanna
supported
talk to
each
me and
other.
shit.
It isn't shit.
She don't want to
I'm
talk.
just kidding.
She don't-
I'm not kidding.
Oh,
Let me tell you what.
Whoa, whoa,
Jen
whoa.
Cooper.
we can.
I
delete
love
this
her
shit.
so
She's amazing.
much.
They're both like
Literally,
both are
I-
fucking amazing.
Both who? Oh, her and Wadis. Yeah. but
That
I
dude,
mean,
that dude, whatever. His
I love
name is,
her.
I don't
He's
know.
a guy. I love her. But she, honestly,
Wadis,
you got to
look at
get her
that.
on the show. I always say, like, every time I was stationed somewhere, I'd meet a new friend, and they would get, like, a part of my heart and a part of my heart. She is my girl. She's so funny. She's awesome. She's a hard worker.
Well, she's legit.
sacrificial.
It's like this one too. She's legit. Sometimes she tries to be too nice, so she can. I don't get her because she will do anything to help a friend, and that's the shit that I don't get. Say, baby, find real people. Find real people who's gonna have your six, because there's a lot of fucking.
Yeah. Well, you do have to use discretion and judgment. Like, of course, if we pour ourselves out completely, then we're just empty. And not everybody, it's not that they don't deserve it. It's just may not be you who needs to provide.
But,
Yeah,
but
you
at the
don't-
same
you don't need
time, they're bad, not mine. I don't judge people for what they can get back to me, and I will be a good person to them because that's how I feel in my heart. If they are
Because you have a
if they
good
have
heart.
bad intentions and they're going to use me, that's
Which
on
is a
them.
good heart.
That's not on me. I still feel like I will treat everybody the same regardless of what their
Yeah.
intention is. That's who I am.
Also,
because
it's your motive, right? You have to ask yourself, why do I want to help this person? Is it so I can feel good about myself?
I
Is
gotta
it so
stop. I gotta
no,
stop.
no, she's right. Like
I know, but with you guys, we're like hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, let's say goodbye. Goodbye.
Let's say
Adios.
bye. I love
Say
you.
adios.
I love you a long time.
He does that you haven't watched any of ours, but
Rolling
until the
station, rolling
end. But
station.
it's like he does that every time.
Okay. I love you a long time. PI, Philippines, everybody.
No.
He really does say it, and I can't get him to stop.
I love you
was
every
even
time.
funny. Now, if he forgets,
Love
I
you
go,
for real. No, because
Yeah.
we gotta keep the second part.
Yeah.
Because she is, you guys, she's a fucking treasure. She's amazing, and she has so much stuff in it. And then we combine it with the wife, and you guys talk to each other, and I'm like, woo! I'm just the dude who sits here. Wait, hold on a second. I have something for you guys.
oh, I thought he was gonna grab me. No, he grabs the Jets. You can't even read it, and you're off camera. There you go,
Wait, what?
Jets.
Why is that relevant?
It's not.
It's
You'll learn
I
nothing's
think I'm
relevant when it
stupid.
comes to
Anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for being here.
Thank
I
you.
do appreciate it. The Rogue Interview Show is in town. We'll be here. Love you a long time. And thank you so much. Thank you,
You're
thank you, thank
welcome.
you for your love and your patience and everything.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
Love you. Bye.
Like,